Hi guys, Michael Murray from Dispute Assist again here. Just following up on my video last week. If you didn't see that video, it's now on our new YouTube channel, which you can find if you go to YouTube and you search for risk management in the lockdown. You should be able to find it there. For those of you who've seen the video, you may recall that I talked about their contractual obligations which may be causing you concern because of the impact of the coronavirus pandemic and the lockdown sort of followed as a consequence of that. And I advise people to look out for any kind of absolute obligations in their contracts. Carrying on from there, I also think it'd be a good idea if you're reviewing contracts to have a look out for any obligations requiring you to use your best endeavours or all endeavours. The reason these could be important and significant is that, legally speaking, best endeavours or all endeavours is an obligation upon you to do everything possible to meet that obligation. So that means everything that could possibly do in your power, up to and including spending everything you've got, spending all the time you have, dropping everything else in your life to meet that obligation. But they're quite onerous and quite significant, and obviously could cause a problem in the current circumstances. If you do find a contract clause like that in there, or you find an absolute obligation in your contract and you're concerned about it, it might also be worth looking at to see if there's any mitigating clauses in there. You might find an overriding skill and care clause in there. What this is effectively a clause which overrides any more onerous clauses and reduces them to an obligation to use reasonable skill and care, which is the English legal definition or default position for a contractual obligation. And basically what this says is, if a reasonable person couldn't have done it, then you're not liable. Putting it simply, that's that. Unfortunately, these clauses are quite rare. I use them occasionally myself, and I know a few other people that use them when reviewing contracts and negotiating terms to try and eradicate risks caused by more onerous obligations. But obviously they're quite rare. More widely used, you sometimes find force majeure clauses. And what these do is they allow both sides of the contract to say, circumstances beyond our control, you have no responsibility because the impacting factor is beyond anyone's control. Whether you'd be able to use one of these in the current situation with the coronavirus pandemic and also the lockdowns is questionable, because the wordings vary across different contracts, and you'd really need to look at the wording in detail to say for sure whether it offered you any protection or not. But if you do have any concerns, if you want to have a contract looked at or query a certain clause, we are of course here to help. It's what we're here for. Do please get in contact with us and we can see what we can do. Also, if you visit our website, we have our legalese to English dictionary on there. So if you want to check out the definition of any term which you're not sure about, have a look on there, see if you can find it. If you can't find it, drop us an email and we will get a new definition out to you and add that into the dictionary. Anyway, in the meantime, stay safe everyone, keep well. Bye.